Yo, what's going on guys, Arekkz here, welcome back to another Division video, and in today's video I want to answer a question that I've been getting quite a lot lately on Twitter and also in some of the video comments, and that is, what are these repurposed performance mods for? So in this video I'm going to answer that very question. Of course, if you guys do find it helpful and you do enjoy this, then a like would be super appreciated, and comment down below and let me know if there's anything you're unsure of. So to begin with, if we open up our inventory and we go down to here at the bottom, this is where you'll find your gear mods. Now, I don't actually have any repurposed performance mods, that's because they are typically specialized, i.e. blue in rarity, but these are still the same thing. You have advanced performance mods, you have prototype mods, they've all got different names, but ultimately they are for the same thing, and that is for modifying your gear. However, unlike weapons, most of which can be modified, not all gear can. If you take a look at this chest piece at the top, for example, you will notice in the bottom left-hand corner it does not have a slot, meaning that it can't be modified. Pressing X on it will do nothing. You can even see down at the bottom of the screen that the mod prompt is greyed out. However, if we go down and look at the mask, the knee pads, or even my backpack, you'll see that they have a slot, and that means they can be modded. If you then press X, it will then take you to these performance mods. So, if you guys have got any of these, then you can use them to change a variety of different properties on your gear. Anything from attributes to bonuses, anything like that, and they can be extremely useful. Now, it's also worth mentioning that typically you won't really start encountering gear with mod slots until later on in the game. You can get specialized gear with mod slots, but it's more frequently seen on things like superior and high-end items. But similarly, as you can see up here with the chest piece, not all high-end items have a guaranteed slot. So therein lies the reason why you might not have known what they were for, because it might well have just been that you haven't found any gear with mod slots. You can also go to the recalibration station and occasionally re-roll a piece of gear to give it a mod slot, but only if that's an available option. Anyway, so if we scroll down and take a look at this mask, for example, and we go and modify it, you can see at the moment I have an advanced firearms mod. I'm going to take that off for a second, and if we jump back to the actual piece itself, you can see that the base attributes for it are 521 stamina. I also have a 4.5% critical hit chance, 20% scavenging, and a 3% pulse critical hit damage bonus, and of course the empty slot. So if we then go back and we decide to modify it, you can see I can do a variety of different things. For example, in this situation, I have got a lot of stamina, but I do want to boost my firearms because, of course, that's kind of the build that I'm going towards. So if I scroll down and find, say, a firearms mod, this one here, for example, you can see that if I put this in, it will then add 107 to the firearms attribute. So I put that back in, and you can then see if we jump back over to, say, my vector, that'll boost my DPS up. The numbers here are a little bit weird. I know that sometimes the DPS number's a bit buggy. What's actually here is 109,000 DPS, because then when we actually go back in, you guys will see that if I take it off, it'll drop my DPS back down. However, changing attributes is not the only thing you can do. If we scroll through here, you can see they also have a variety of different bonuses. For example, this prototype one here, as well as of course giving me more electronics, it also gives me critical hit chance. Or if I go further down, you have, say, exotic damage resilience, or you have seeker mine health, you have bleed resistance. And also it's worth bearing in mind that not every single gear mod will always change your attributes. Some of them are there simply for bonuses. Some of them won't change attributes whatsoever, but they will instead have an array of different bonuses. But of course, on the flip side, some of them can be used to supplement your firearms. And that, my friends, is one of the really useful things when it comes to trying to unlock skills in your weapons. Let's say, for example, you do want to, in my case, stay focused on stamina, and I look at my gear and I say, right, you know what? All of my gear is stamina gear. I don't really want to take any of it away because I'm focused on a stamina build, but I do want more points in firearms. I could then go around and look for my firearms mods. I can go and add one in there. And of course I can then craft more, buy more, find more, and I can then start boosting my firearms based attributes so that way I can unlock some more skills. And in doing so, I'm still able to keep the base stats of my stamina gear without having to actually change my gear, but I can of course still boost a different attribute. And that, in a nutshell, is pretty much what they're for. So if you've ever found any repurposed performance mods, advanced, prototype, whatever they're called, and you find them down there and you're not sure what they're used for, the answer is to modify your gear. But again, just to reiterate, not every single piece of gear can be modified. It's not like weapons where you can modify pretty much every single one. A lot of gear will drop without a slot, but when you do get a slotted piece of gear, make sure you take advantage of this. And that's really all there is to it. So I hope you guys found this helpful. Again, if you did, then a like would be super appreciated. Comment down below if you have any questions. And aside from that, thank you very much for watching. Take it easy. Catch you next time. Peace out.